Hello, we're back with Factorio. So I'm gonna resume where I was last time, which was building the wall. So I'm gonna want a turret way at the end, just to get the spacing basically. He's gonna get fed by a belt, by inserter, and then there's gonna be the wall. Actually, let's put some of these things here in the quick slots so that I can use them more easily. This is gonna go here, say, and what else? Turrets. There we go. Okay, actually don't need these anywhere here, but that's fine for now. So, start on the stone wall. Let's not go too far so I don't have to run around back and forth too much. Then I'm gonna need a power thing. Cool. Something like that should be fine. Then let's make some of these. There. I'm basically going to space them out so you can barely see it, but there's like a circle overlay. You can kind of see it in the water there. So I want it to just overlap each other basically. I think that'll be fine. Though it is kind of hard to see the spacing in the dark. Oh, this forest, okay. It's gonna be a bitch. Of course, these trees are exactly where the thing needs to be. Nice. Okay, so now, inserters. Okay, of course. Okay, what the? God damn it. Nice. So then the next thing I'm going to want is trains. Trains are going to be pretty important, so let's start doing research on that. This wall is kind of putting a damper on the actual base progress, but that's how it goes. You need to keep everything safe. There we go. So now this wall, this side is sealed and somewhat defended. And now we're going to do the same thing over here. It's a good thing that the enemy can't swim. Makes this a bit easier, especially with that ocean behind me. So now, again, let's make a turret right there. Oh yeah, I didn't rotate them the right way. That's a whoops. I can do that later. And I don't think it'll be a huge deal at the beginning anyway. At some point I'll probably double up the turrets just to have better coverage. Go. Right, electricity as well. Let's get that somewhere over here, like okay, so this is gonna be where? Here-ish. Then another one around here. Then another one around there. They are facing the correct direction, so that's good too. Oops. Goddamn night. Actually, this guy's one too far, I think. Yeah. So what actually I'm gonna do in the corner here as well is kind of like this. So what's gonna happen is like that, and then like that. There. Okay. So now let's continue with the bottom wall. Oh, great. Let's make some more tools. Okay, I can't. So let's head back to base. What am I gonna need? Why do you not have? All right. Let's fix that. There. Is that everybody? Yes. Okay, so everybody seems to be fueled or geared up. Let's see how the power situation's looking. Half, a bit under half. It's fine. Copper belt's backed up, so I've built everything I can build as far as copper goes. Research is proceeding normally. How many? I don't really need too many of these transport belts on me at the moment. Yeah, I need more gun turrets. I need more inserters. I have an inserter factory here. And a box full of inserters. Let's grab a few of them. Right, there we go. And some guns. Nice. Ammo production's keeping up fine. Though I might increase that, but maybe not yet. Okay, so let's grab some plates while we're here. I didn't want any stone. Carrying some stuff I don't really need, but that's alright. So let's head back and continue with the wall. Some of these while I'm at it. Okay, so where's this gonna go? Somewhere here? Make them face down. Yes. This. That. And then let's get some power in already. And the next one's going to be over here. Something like that. Yeah. Let's continue with the wall. Where was it? Where was it? Here. And I don't know if there's some easy way to see if I have this wall completely built or not. Maybe on the map it'll show. Come on, let's get rid of some of these trees. I want to see what the hell's going on here. Nice. So I'm gonna want, because what do I already have that I need, or what don't I have yet that I need? I think I have engines in general. Yeah, I think this is the best way to go. Automated rail, so that once I start laying down my tracks, I can actually make it work and not have to worry about trains colliding or whatever. Next one's going to be somewhere around here, I guess. Yep. Here. Something like that. Oops. I wanted the electrical pole. Where is it? There. There we go. Let's chop some trees here. do like the music in this game. It is pretty chill, ambient, creepy. Really suits the game. Now some power. Or first, let's see where the hell this thing's gonna end up. Ah, fuck, I can't even see the line. Somewhere here, I think. And the next one's gonna be here-ish. Oh. Let's get this wall continued. So the annoying thing, I guess, with right-clicking is that he tends to just go for whatever random tree is within reach. I don't even know how it picks it. And the hitbox on the tree is pretty big, I think, as far as clicking goes. So even though a tree might not really be in the way for this thing, if I right-click over it, he's just going to chop whatever tree is in the area. Not a huge deal, just a bit annoying. So these two need to go. There we go. Oops, I was on the wrong side of the wall there. Am I almost out of the forest, I think? I think I am. Fuck's sake. Son of a... fucking trees. Okay, that's probably far enough. Another turret. Man, I thought I was almost out of the forest. The other nice thing when you finally get helper robots is that they will automatically destroy whatever is under the wall, because you basically you can say, hey, build a wall here, and then if it goes over a tree, well, then that tree is going to get chopped down. Unfortunately, that's quite far away, the technology for that. Some here, yeah, that'll do. I don't think I have to worry too much about this area, but who knows. It feels like the days are super short, but I guess that's because I'm spending them all in this dense forest, so I don't really see the sun that much. Still, this wall's almost done. Once I'm in the open, it's pretty smooth sailing. I think this is it. Yep. So let's get this wall all the way in the end. Okay, some more rail signals. Let's get some power. There we go. And now let's start dropping these. Let's kind of do this like this, hey. Oops. There we go. I need these things, the inserters. Don't tell me that's a perfect gap where that thing's sitting. Yes, of course it is. But you can see that the bullets are all the way backed up here, which is pretty nice. These guys don't have to wait for any bullets to come in. Oops. finally power. Almost there. And now finally, the wall. Done. Look at that. The Great Wall of Herpaderp. Let's have a look at this on the map. Whoops. Look at that. Oh, nice. Everything looks to be working fine. Well, not that I can really tell from the map, but I assume it is. Now, of course, there's no way for me to leave, but that's fine. I'll eventually make like a gate, which I suppose I should research at some point. Where are gates? Do I already have gates? Can I make gates? No. So where's gates? Are they in here? No. I don't see anything that looks gate-like. Oh, there it is. Gates. That might be next. I guess I'll have to research some kind of military stuff first. Let's also make a radar station or two. Actually, in that case, let's drop one at this corner. Radar station, right in the corner here. Can't see shit. Bam. How's my power usage? Hovering around half. So let's go put one in the other corner. Oh, there's an alien base that I've already discovered. Look at that. That's pretty close. So I might actually reinforce this wall at some point, but I think the fact that this is pretty far from my pollution, which is way over here, and then there's forests around, I'm hoping that that slows the smoke, the pollution down enough. Anyway, the thing a radar does is it basically reveals an area around itself, and then slowly, which you can see here, it just kind of goes around the edge of its terrain outwards. So eventually it does expand quite far, but it slows down the further it goes. And then of course, the more radar stations you have, the faster that happens. So I'm gonna go around here again. I don't want to go through the forest. I could have run along my conveyor belt, but since it's going against the direction I want to go, it would slow me down too, so whatever. And now let's drop the other radar station down here in the corner. Nice. Let's see if he sees anything. Nothing exciting yet. But still, this gives me really good coverage. If I slap a third one in that corner, maybe I can just do that quickly. I think I've gone again a bit over the half-hour mark on this episode. Kind of feels like it, or maybe just because it was a lot of chopping trees and putting walls down. I still have quite a few walls on me and quite a few turrets on me, but that's fine. I'll drop the turrets off at the crate. The walls I'll probably just hang on to for now. I might double up some of my wall defenses, but probably not anytime soon. So let's put this radar station over here. And there we go. I now have a good view around my base. I have a nice wall around my base. Behind the wall there are turrets. There's a belt feeding those turrets with ammunition. There's quite a bit of ammunition. I don't know how far it piles up, but hopefully, well, I might increase the number of ammunition producing assembly plants here. I could add another 2 pretty easily. Am I holding any? I have 1 on me. Build another one. Let's just do that quickly. So, I mean, it hasn't been really intentional, but it seems like so far every episode has kind of had a theme. And the one for this episode was getting the wall done and getting the turrets. So I've militarized my little fortress here, which is pretty exciting. There we go. As you can see, that's not going to fill up this belt at all. It's not even filling up half the belt. So I could easily add probably another 3 and then put 9 on the other side, and that might fill up the belt. I don't think it's necessary at the moment. Maybe at some point in the future. Everything else is progressing pretty well. Science is moving along. I could of course stand to make more science things, but as you can see right now, science is backing up. So that means I could have more of these. So I've already built 6 more. So let's use them. Let's add a few more. I can't. Okay, well, let's... I think I'm only going to go 3 deep. I think that's probably far enough. Like that. Then these are going to go here, 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 and here. And later on one here too. And then more power posts. Right, and one more of these here. There we go. That seems to be working. Everybody seems to be producing science. I'll now get this much faster because I've basically doubled, plus a bit more, my science production. I do need to get more science labs up, but for now this is fine. Let's have a look at the power. I'm gonna need more electricity. And I finished researching as far as I can rail signals, so let's actually look at maybe solar energy. I forget how I get to batteries. Oh, there they are. Okay, maybe this way to go towards batteries, which would be nice. Or I can do the tool build first. That would be handy. Okay, anyway. So yeah, so this episode I managed to finish the wall, set up my defenses, put the turrets all along the wall and make them actually feed from the ammo belt. I've now increased the ammo production a little bit as well, so hopefully that'll saturate this belt a bit faster. Everybody will fill up on ammo, the belt will fill up on ammo, and I'll have quite a bit of buffer here, backed up. I might even put like a splitter somewhere and then merge it back together. Why don't I do that now already, actually? Like that. Then I'm going to put this splitter here, and then I'm going to do this. So as you can see now, they're going to be on both sides. So the belt can really get saturated. And then I'll be able to there'll be like a ton of ammo just sitting on my belts. So if anything ever does happen, even if these are slowly producing, there should be enough buffer to keep every gun fully stocked. But yeah, this is Factorio. It's an early access game. It's a pretty cool game if you like the challenge of designing complex interconnecting systems, I guess. I quite like it. A bit of OCD as well. Maybe a bit of autism. It's all good. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Thanks.